FM.
Another wonderful Monday afternoon to you, everyone, at the start of another week of The Real Issues with me, Shelton Daniel, your host and producer, alongside our trusted, reliable technical operator, Alton Jaquan Joseph. And we trust that you had a good weekend and are looking forward and already have started on another wonderful, rewarding, fulfilling, bright, successful week. It is Monday, the 17th of June 2024. We appreciate your company, and we also appreciate your safety, your well-being, and that of all of us. And thank you so much for contributing to it in terms of how you conduct yourself, particularly on our roads, but in every walk of life, to be looking after safety, yours and that of others. It's another of those bright sunny days. It's a good day. Every day is good, really. And, we have a little rain now and again. We say, oh, the weather is bad and so on. We've learned now to accept it in all forms that it comes. Nature, the weather, etc., etc. And I am happy that from everything I've heard so far, it seemed like a fairly quiet weekend compared with the previous one. What we knew happened then. Let's hope that it can continue that way. Folks, there's something that I'm sure most of us, if not all of us, would have heard the old people saying, honte honte, honte gatiazi. Someone, when they're caught, especially in a lie, the things that they say sometimes would sound even more outrageous than the lie. It's like they're brought to a point where they are greatly embarrassed. So in order to save face, in order to divert the shame that they feel at the time, they say something that's even worse, even more outrageous than the lie. They don't know how to cut their losses, and they certainly don't know how to humble themselves and say that they got it wrong. I have to always show that I am right. I have to always go and show that it's not lie, I was lying, it's people didn't understand what I was saying. They took what I was saying out of context. I have to admit, it's not an easy thing to humble oneself. It's far easier as a reflex, for us to go and to grab at something to help us save face. Something that will give us a sense of being able to hold our head up. It's very difficult, to keep your head down, to put it down and to say, okay, I got it wrong. Okay, I was off target. Okay, I didn't do anything like that. And that's what I see happening in our country, St. Lucia. You refuted. You found that somebody demarty you. It's not a question of at least putting your head down and retreating to the background and, keeping quiet for a few days or weeks or whatever. Letting this thing blow over. Letting people forget about it. No. You have to find something else to lie about. I think the danger in our country is that we can become, I'm not saying we have become, we can be desensitized to that kind of lying, to that kind of deception, where people lie so bold-faced that the danger is that people will believe them because they will say, look, this person can't be lying. Because if this person was lying, they would not be so bold and so brazen and so up there, have the kind of audacity and effrontery about their lying. But that's exactly what's happening in our country now, And the amazing thing is that we grew up expecting that certain, or believing, our minds were conditioned. This whole racism thing, this whole color prejudice thing, this whole people of a certain level and of a certain class and of a certain status, that we were conditioned and trained and programmed to think highly of them, to think that there are people who exist in a certain realm of dignity and morality and integrity that they couldn't possibly do. But I think maybe it's a good thing in our lifetime if we are prepared to face reality, if we are prepared to unbury our heads you know, wherever it is, in the sand or maybe even in another part of our anatomy. I think these myths, these fallacies and so on, they're getting blown away every day, you know. They're getting blown away. That we're seeing people who we expect to be of a certain class, and class is a word they used, you know, to refer to themselves, to tell you that that the reason they lost the election is because their class didn't vote for them. So it means they have a self-consciousness of class. But when you see people of a certain level, people who live in certain parts of the country, in gated communities, you know, they up there above us, they beyond us. We have to dream and we cannot even aspire. They are the models and the paragons of success and all of that to us. When we see them engaging in really, really crappy, low down, vieneg, scumbag, despicable, reprehensible, repulsive kind of behavior we see them going on, I'm very happy, because for too long, the mental slavery, the way we have been conditioned to think bad of ourselves, that because we black, that because we poor, that because we're the direct descendants of slaves, because we don't have a lot of money, because we exist in what they consider to be the social and economic underclass and so on, that we cannot expect good things of ourselves. And sadly, many of us, we even pretend we're making a joke of it, but the truth is it has been programmed into us so much when we talk. That's why moi, man, I'm Jean Noir, that's why moi, Beche na deal, that's why moi, say blanc, you know, even though you're dark like me and darker and so on. We try to make humor of our pain, of the way they have caused us to think badly of ourselves. But when we look now and we see people, the Beche, the white man, the Rodney Bay and Redway residents, the person who rich, stinking, filthy rich, they have money that they can waste, that they can do. When we see the kind of scumbag behavior that these people exhibit in every area of life, after they're so rich, they're taking our money, they're milking it, they can't do this, they can't do that for us, but they're wasting our money, they're squandering it, they're living high on the hog, they're going on expensive junkets, they're giving away our money to people who are already drowning in money and so on. When we see this kind of thing, we see the crookedness, we see the underhandedness, we see all the things that bear the marks of bubble and all kinds of skullduggery. Maybe it's a good thing. It's a heavy price to pay, you know, just for a realization that all this mental slavery where we assume, where we presume, where we believe that those people are better than us, that they have a better culture than us because we are Malawi who sit down in kerosene lamplight to eat a dinner that comprises banana in water with barely anything else in it and so on for us to go to bed, that we are somehow inferior. And that the best aspirations that we can nurture in our bosom is to look at them as examples and models. Maybe they are, you know, but it makes you wonder, those people, how did they really get rich? Did they really get rich through the moral way? Did they really get rich through the manner that is upright? Or is there something else in their background that they and their progeny, their offspring, their children, their descendants exhibit that kind of scoundrel, scumbag behavior all the time? So you tell a lie about something pertaining to CIP, whatever, and you know it's a lie. Because if you didn't know it was a lie, you would come out and take it on as an issue yourself. You won't hide behind a foreigner, pursuing a lawsuit in a foreign court in the United States. And all of a sudden you see it as if it is your case, as if it is, you know, your baby. Because, oh my goodness, you're flying it high. St. Lucia gonna get it in a lawsuit that somebody, as if the lawsuit threat, you know, really represents, you know, the proof of the pudding, that it is, you know, the established, verified issue, you know. I have to ask myself, and then, you know, a minister of government comes, and in a 20-minute address, he blows you away. He blows you away on everything, and he does it without breaking a sweat. He demolishes you, and he does it with a clinical calmness about him. Then your story has to change about which lawyer is whose best friend. and whose personal friend, when it turned out that your personal lawyer was part of getting somebody who is already being sued to meet with the person who says he's suing him, and then to give information to suggest that you were secretly recording the person who facilitated all of that. Entrapment, willful and deliberate entrapment. And if you're suing a guy, but you telling the guy after you have named him as a defendant in your intended lawsuit, I'm not even sure if this thing has been properly filed and registered, whatever. You're going to tell the guy, that is not you I really want, you know. I know I have nothing with you. I have nothing on you. I'm just using you as bait to get this other guy. Isn't there in the law something called malicious prosecution? Isn't there in the law something which is called abuse of process? That you're actually going to say to someone who you have named in what you intend to be an indictment against the person in court pursuing lawsuit, that you're looking at the person and you're telling him it's not really who you want, that you're just using him as bait to get somebody else. And then you're coming out and saying things to suggest that you were recording the guy. What if the guy was recording you too? And he doesn't need to record you because you yourself came in a television interview with a local station and interviewer / reporter to say that you told the guy, I have nothing against you. I have no beef with you. I really have nothing on you. It's your minister that I want. Isn't that malicious prosecution? Isn't that abuse of the court process? And all the secret recordings that you claim to have, if they are admissible in court at all, isn't that another level of scumbaggery that I'm referring to all the time? Isn't that deliberately entrapping somebody that you're going to call a man to what is supposed to be a goodwill meeting? You surreptitiously record him, and you're going to use the surreptitious recording in your lawsuit and so on, you know, without him knowing whatever, in what was supposed to be a friendly conversation and so on. A goodwill conversation, but you're using it as part of your lawsuit. No matter how liberal America is, it'll be very interesting to see when those issues are ventilated in court, where they go to, where they end up and so on, the acceptance of them. But beyond that, you do all this kind of thing. And that's something, and Labour Party people, you'll have to stop this foolishness, you know. About, oh, we need to move on from that. We need to leave that. Finish with that. You'll have to stop this thing. They're finishing it with it, you know. They had a press conference, a very pathetic press conference, worse than Martinez's interviews, worse than the one that Chastney was in. It was hosted by Spider and Dominic Fede. And Dominic Fede is so determined to be loyal to Chastney that he actually makes an effort and succeeds in being worse than Chastney when it comes to, you know, the bending of the truth and the deceit and all this kind of... He's worse than Chastney. You know, a slave who's so keen on impressing his master that the things that the master is bad at, he makes a deliberate attempt to be worse at them. So they're not finishing with this. Stop this kind of finish. It's the same way the flabos. Anytime they have things that they find indefensible, me, I'm not voting. I'm not voting. All of them is the same. They're both sides. And I suspect some Labour Party people, they get impressed by that. They get overwhelmed by it. It's usually well choreographed at a bar, at a little eating place around the domino table, and you want to feel a sense of belonging and acceptance. And they too say they're not going to go and vote. Whether when election day, but I'm going to tell you that if anybody on election day allowing that so-called disgust, I'm fed up of all of them, it's the flabo that are going to vote. You know, I know what I'm talking about. You Labour Party people, you always say, oh, Ernest Hilaire, I don't like this guy. I tell you, whoever they send against Ernest Hilaire, and they had this saying from times past, it can be a broomstick. They're getting up so early you can never see them, and they're sliding. I know what I'm telling you. They're sliding and they go in and vote. And you know who they're going and vote for. I don't need to tell you. You know, while you might not go and vote because you let in. So you see this Finexa kind of thing? I suspect it's mostly Labour Party people who take that line. Because if you see, Flabo had any sense of honte, or how to take out honte in your zye, in your eyes, It's not that kind of press conference or whatever it is called that I saw there, this morning on what's it, channel 115 GVD or something like that. The technical thing was bad, it was breaking up and so on. They would have left it alone. But they went so far, they dug themselves so deep, they went so far out on a limb that they have to come back and say something. The first thing was one of their surrogates making a point that is lost upon me as to its relevance about how Thaddeus Antoine is Hilary's personal lawyer and close to Hilary and this and that. I mean, if we have to look for closeness, it's already been established the role of Mac Maraj, in terms of his closeness to Alan Chasney. Oh, Thaddeus is also his Hilary's friend and is also an authorized CIP agent. But isn't Alan Chasney's wife, even while he was Prime Minister, his wife? Not his best friend, she may be that too, but his wife. The mother of his children. Isn't she, to this day, also a licensed and authorized CIP agent and so on? Was that wrong? Was that conflict of interest? But I've already said that before. But what I saw this morning was a further attempt at Tier Hotianzio. That is on top of, and I will digress a little at this point, people who had anything to do with the Darren Sammy cricket ground this weekend, and any cricket there who went, was it a fiasco because the ground wasn't ready? Did what was supposed to take place there not take place? Because Alan Chasney waited 2 days before the first match in the 2024 Men's T20, ICC Men's T20, to come out and to do a live or whatever you call it and so on, and say, the Labour Party, once again, it's another example of them doing everything last minute. We're not ready, deliberately, because that's what this man is trying to do. To monkey wrench the very country, throw a monkey wrench, a spanner in the works of this very country that he once led and wants to lead again. That the only way he tries to ride back into office is to create total chaos and disinformation both here and abroad, to make people believe that this is a country that is absolutely a mess. And so the guy goes and says that it's not ready when all the evidence to the contrary shows how ready they were. Yes, it took a lot out of them, but they were equal to it. Was it chaos at Darren Sammy Cricket Ground because what was supposed to be in place was not there? Somebody tell me. You think he's ever going to come back and apologize? Maybe that's why he wasn't at today's press conference. Because he knows he doesn't have a leg to stand on. So he'll send Dominic and Spider in front. And they will dutifully go and do this thing. But we're due for a break. We started late because we had a little technical issue. I want to apologize to you for that. So it isn't that my preamble has taken me over past one. It's just that we started late. I think we started about 15 minutes late. So let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll chat a bit more about that. And then I'll be opening the phone lines for your calls and to read some of your messages.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene, vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosile Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosile.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
This is the Real Issues on Monday, June 17th, 2024. We have a call on the line. Let's take that call. Hi, good afternoon.
To you, my dear brother Shelton.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine after Father's Day. I had a great day. How about you, my brother, yesterday?
I'm doing all right. You sound like you had too great a day.
But if I tell you, you've read correctly. Because Shelton, I was brought down to tears this morning. And tears of happiness. Imagine I spoke to my daughter, and before I go further, let me welcome my daughter, my in-law, Susan, Jonelle, my granddaughters, and they are home with me there right now. Because Sheldon, yesterday my daughter called me and told me she'll be sending somebody to bring something for me for Father's Day. So I thought to figure out why, who is that person? But Sheldon, I stayed home, and here and behold, I'm seeing an invasion into my house. Here is my daughter, who I've not seen for many years, and they are home with me. I want to welcome them home. Susan, I thank you very much for coming home with my daughter today. I'm making my Father's Day today. Let me say hello to my wife Sylvia too. But Sheldon, on a different note, I saw a clip where Alan Chasney would go so low as to go into the Darren's army perimeter and try to make a claim as to how St. Lucia is ready, or St. Lucia not ready. I want to ask Alan Chasney, is he ready, fully ready to lead St. Lucia again? Why would you look? Why are you going so? Why are you going out there, trying to destroy the country that you know you cannot bring back because we gave you a chance, and all you did is to diss us. Now, I am happy, Shelton, on another note, because from last week I wanted to call, but I'm happy to hear something, and I'm saying I'm saying that because now I've heard that the DPP will come through this time. He said he has given a date, and I'm looking forward to our journalists. Those guys who said we are journalists. This young man Tench allow Alan Chasney and this guy drill the man like that, and you like come out. Nobody come in defense of the man. The man didn't come and explain corruption in government. Alan Chasney, that's your duty to explain it. How could you ask the man, what about the corruption? What about this? What about that? It is your duty, Alan Chasney. Alan Chasney, you are a dangerous man, bro. Come out of that. And I want the media to stand up. I remember the time when the media was the media, and Von Luis was the prime minister. David Vitalis, president of the Media Association, wrote Von Luis a letter. Von Luis never opened the letter. He back to sender. Do you remember what happened then? The media boycotted every press conference of the government, and they had to bow. You remember that?
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
You know, so the media has the power in their hands. The only thing that burns me right now, in that this guy is going to a press conference and allow Alan Chasney and this guy say everything they want, and they don't challenge them. I think we need either you all do not go to those press conferences, because I thought it was a bad taste. It was a bad and nobody came in defense. This gentleman, I have watched him, and this is a gentleman we have to watch for, and we cannot allow Alan Chasney and this guy to diss him like that. You call me to a press conference and you asking me question? Sheldon, I just felt that I should have said so. And before I go again, let me say one more time, let me say welcome my daughter and to her in-law. I love you like Ocean Love Labo. Have a blessed one. And I hope, Shelton, you had a great day on Father's Day.
Thank you very much, my friend. Thanks. All right, well, no point locking the door. The horses are bolted. This is the real issues. You're welcome to call at any time and to make your contribution on any matter that you consider an issue of importance, of significance. 724-7325. That's the mobile line where you can WhatsApp call us, especially if you're overseas and want to make a contribution. And our landline number 4533911. I continue to ask the question, if there was something wrong with the CIP, because now I see they introducing, now that Ernest Hilaire has comprehensively debunked and demolished this foolishness that has been circulating for weeks and all what about McLeod and all of that they're trying to bring in other things, and like I said, it's just to move the shame in their eye. They're coming up with nonsense now about infrastructure option. We were not told about the infrastructure. How can you hide things pertaining to the CIP from someone like Alan Chasney, former Prime Minister, former Minister of Finance, the man who was responsible for the CIP, the man who, even as leader of the opposition, is chairman of the Public Accounts Committee? Alan Chasney can demand information. He can write for information. He can write Ernest Hilaire and say, I want this information. He can write Ernest McLeod and say, I ask for this information in my capacity as chairman of the Public Accounts Committee to find out how much money, the CIP has made, how much is being held in escrow accounts. Or he can go to the parliament and under something called questions to ministers, he can put down some questions to Minister Hilaire and say, look, XYZ concern about CIP. What about the infrastructure option? The man can do all of that, but of course the parliament, he is either never there or he walks out. He finds some reason to leave, and most times it is to go on a certain talk show. He prefers to be on a talk show than to be making his contributions in the parliament. I am wondering, why is Alan Chasney so shamelessly allowing the tail to wag his dog? In that Alan Chasney seems to be responding and reacting to what is in Philip Martinez's lawsuit, in another jurisdiction, something that pertains to St. Kitts and Nevis, and something which Martinez has chosen to complain about and sue in a United States court, as opposed to Alan Chasney, the man who was Prime Minister, the man who was Minister responsible for CIP, the man who a lot of the things that Martinez is complaining about do not pertain to St. Lucia, or if they did, they were begun under the Chasney administration. Why Alan Chasney is not using the facilities and methods and things that pertain to his office to say, okay, we have a problem here. Why doesn't Alan Chasney? It's like Alan Chasney was waiting on the Martinez lawsuit. Like he depends on the information contained in Martinez's complaint, because Alan and Flabo and Dominic are quoting so much from Martinez's lawsuit. It should be Martinez quoting from you all. You all should be the one getting the information and researching the information and saying, look, this doesn't add up. You all are the ones who should be in the parliament questions to ministers. You all are the ones who should be in public accounts committee getting it. And if, when you ask for the information, whether as chairman of public accounts committee, whether as in questions to ministers, the same way you were running to court in everything that had to do with the privileges committee to block it and to get an injunction, if Ernest Tiller does not respond to you, if McLeod and CIP do not respond to you, why do you not file some motion in the court that according to the law, CIP report is supposed to be filed annually? None has been filed for the 2 years, as you are now alleging. The investment option is not one which has been ratified or passed by Parliament. It was not published. To take action in the courts to force the government to respond to you, because even if Parliament is sovereign, the sovereignty of Parliament is only upheld by courts if that sovereignty is exercised in accordance with the law. If you find that there is a breach of the law, or like you always like to claim constitution, that they're not doing things as they supposed, why don't you mount a court challenge? Why is it that you seem to be sniffing Martinez's butt? You seem to be brown-nosing Martinez. You seem to be taking your cue from Martinez. You seem to be letting Martinez become the head and you the tail, as opposed to you the head, whatever, and so on. Martinez should be quoting from you. You should be the one getting everything. The fellas have to say is about Martinez. The fellas are talking about a lawsuit that Martinez, that is really not a lawsuit at this stage as yet. But let us say you call it a lawsuit. Like it looks like all their strength and all their authenticity, they're drawing it from that Martinez lawsuit. They're jumping all over like it is something that is proven. Somebody sues somebody. Isn't it something for the court to determine whether in fact there is a case to answer? Whether this person is liable or that person is at fault and so on? You're making like it's proven fact, like it's a done deal already. What nonsense is that? But we have a call on the line. I'm giving way to anybody who calls. Hi caller, good afternoon, Real Issues.
Yes, good afternoon, Shelton.
How are you?
Shelton, I've been listening to that CIP thing, and I stayed quiet. I have not said anything.
Mm-hmm.
110% that this Martinez man is a politician, and it will not surprise me that I see him or we see him on a UWP platform because I have tried to listen to what are the allegations against Ernest Hilaire or the government of St. Lucia, and I have not heard one. And that is the basis for you saying that the government is involved in corruption. You have not made one claim. St. Lucia has absolutely no dealing with you. The only claim that Martinez has made is that because of the price St. Lucia is selling the passport, which was based upon the downward spiral which Chasney placed, okay? He is saying that he is not making enough money. I want to make more money of selling passports, okay? And I'm just saying, This man, as far as I say, is a politician, and expect to see him on a UWP platform, because no business person, nobody who is insane, who will file or who's planning or who has filed a court proceedings, okay, would come on every talk show. You are on it. St. Lucia was in court with this man for the oil thing. I don't know if you remember his name.
Grindberg.
That oil thing. Grindberg. Never for once we saw Grindberg coming in the media doing this politicking. Okay? Because people who are genuine, people with integrity, what civilized people do, they go to the court and you put your whatever claims. This man has no claims, he has nothing, and this man is true to his arrest as a fraudster, okay, and this man is a candidate for the United Workers' Party. That is all I have to say, Shelton. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 724-7325 and 4533911, the numbers to dial. And I will say again, you have a problem with a company in another country, in this case in St. Kitts and Nevis. Your problem with the country in St. Kitts and Nevis does not pertain to the company in St. Lucia, because you do not deal with St. Lucia. You do not deal with the company in the context of St. Lucia. You are not a CIP client. You are not a CIP applicant in St. Lucia. You have no connections with St. Lucia. What are you suing anybody in St. Lucia for? What you telling them that because you had problems with Galaxy in St. Kitts and Nevis, they should not have allowed Galaxy to come to St. Lucia? That make any sense to you? You want to tell me that because Sandals has had problems with governments in other jurisdictions? I know about the problem in Antigua and Barbuda. I know about their problem in the Turks and Caicos. I know about their problems in another place I can't remember, which complain that Sandals is not paying the taxes. They're collecting the occupancy tax or whatever it is, and they're not passing it on to the government. They're keeping it. I've heard all of that. You're going to tell me because Sandals has had issues, and I think that there's a problem in St. Lucia too, where St. Lucia said that Sandals was owing them up to 24 million. Sandals disputed it, so it was in an investigation. Shasta just threw the investigation out and said Sandals is not owing us anything. They insist that there was nothing. Now, you want to tell me because there has been problems with Sandals and Sandals decides to go to Barbados and Mia Motley accept them, we have a right to sue Barbados and Mia Motley for accepting Sandals there, because what they do, they provide Sandals with an escape hatch, and since it has an escape hatch, it will never pay the taxes it owes us, so we cannot really hold their feet to the fire because you've given them, you know, a little breather and an escape hatch. They should not have accepted them. I mean, you believe we have a right to dictate to another island, no matter how closely bound we are in CARICOM and the OECS, their sovereign decisions as to which investors they accept? Martinez wants to sue St. Lucia because he figures because he has problems with Galaxy in St. Kitts and Nevis, like we should not. I mean, good luck to him, you know, but although I suspect this lawsuit not going anywhere, good luck to Martinez to show how Galaxy in St. Lucia has caused him loss and damage. That's what you need to find out. About we underpricing our CIP. How is that your business? How is it causing you loss and damage since you're not an investor in St. Lucia, whether via CIP or any other route? You're not an investor in St. Lucia. Your MSR Media had business in Nevis, whatever. You don't have business in St. Lucia. You're not a CIP client. So if we are underpricing and underselling whatever, how is that your business? How does it affect you? That's the other thing, you know, and I've said that before. You need to be able to show that the thing you are suing for has hurt you. It has caused you loss. It has caused you damage. I can't go and sue a libel that was in whatever, in Dominica, you know, which had nothing to do with me, and say I'm suing because I'm a journalist and this thing concerns me about the principles of press freedom and this and that. Okay, the government of Dominica took some step, whatever you think that is inimical to good journalism and press freedom. Mr. Daniel, how does it affect you? How do you have standing in this matter to bring a case before the court since it is outside the jurisdiction in which you operate? Courts don't deal with vague generalities and hypotheticals and philosophical questions. They deal with specifics connected to something. How is this causing you loss since it is something that is applicable to Dominica? It's a law that they passed there and so on. You think I can just go like that? Why isn't some journalist or broadcaster in Dominica bringing a case? The other kind of things courts ask you. So like I say, good luck. But to see the United Workers' Party taking up this thing mindlessly, as if it is a party that has no brains, as it is a party from which all wisdom has deserted, and taking it up as if, oh my goodness, we have them, we have something. What is the something? A fraudster who has been convicted and been to jail in both America and in France is on some kind of fool's mission to sue somebody in St. Lucia, UWP, as if that is the greatest, oh my goodness, those fellows have a victory right in their sights. We have a call on the line. Let's take that call. Hi, good afternoon, caller. Oh boy, we lost that one. My fault. Sorry, caller, my bad. Call back and, we'll take it. But sometimes when in the middle of a sentence, already when it ends, I have to go abruptly for lotto and so on. So, sometimes I just feel if I'm in a sentence, finish the sentence, Okay, we have a call on the line now. I hope it's the same caller. Good afternoon, Real Issues.
Same caller.
Oh, okay, wonderful. No, Sapa,
if I have to discuss CIP, I'm discussing what the Prime Minister said in the budget. The answer is in the budget.
Okay.
Prime Minister have said, the Prime Minister in his budget said that they're going to use CIP funds to build houses for people.
Exactly, that's true.
Okay. It is proven, and it's a fact, that every single government in the Caribbean that have used the CIP money to build houses have gotten re-elected.
Yes, and Kitts and Nevis is a good example, yeah.
Dominic Latohoy?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Bon. So, Lawton by CIP, c'est un homme qui pas voulait l'argent servi côté ici pour servir les terrains de moun. So, nom la voulait croiser programme là. Si programme la croiser, gouvernement pas kay bill kay by Malawi. Ça fait mon cher distress fund là. Distress fund là t'es là by tout monde qui Malawi, qui les bas, qui flambeau. Les Alan Chasnatwe, ils croisent. Ils couillent nous back in dogs, ils disent nous c'est Medican, tout calé bah c'est beg nous beg. En disant interview, il faut qu'il n'a juste dit bah beg ça nous double ça. Shelton, well moi c'est un socialist. I'm a socialist at heart. I wish I had the money to help all those who need help. Exi sovereignty nous, c'est passeport nous. Exi moun sa hen kai fait avec l'argent yo. At least si vous avez 5 bobouli, là ça tu pas 5 euros rien pour rien. Ou voulez tout ça?
Akwedi rien qui pour moun ordinaire de pays akwedi monsieur.
Rien pour nous.
Oui.
Every time is things for us.
There's always some pie in the sky, so-called investment. The guy.
The guy moun Bawazier. Martinez. He will get people wherever they are to destroy the program, so that the people of St. Lucia will not get nothing.
Did you hear Dominic today? Yeah, giving a completely different spin on the range development and so on. Completely different spin.
Dominic pour moi là c'est un clip about Dominic at range out.
Dominic Kisa?
Range.
Oui.
Comment là nous payer range. Ou pas acheter ça?
Même chose.
Il va dire yo choqué, il va dire Monday and lady about 43 million by go have. But that's shame. That never pay range.
Okay.
So I end up the idea about range. And if they leave him, say you think what I say, Dominic to put radio Saint Lucia, say Dominic. Mais Dominic ni bout di nou sa côté là sa yi pour by Aslawi by na other front là. What was that for bien fait? Quand Alan Chasse n'est bien fait. Alan Chasse bon mon cher lui dit Alan Chasse n'est bien fait certain. Ou pas pour que ça bien fait?
Pour que ça?
Nous pas ça quitter Chasse n'est flambeau. Mettez-nous à la défensive. We have to be on the offense. That's say bagay. Gouvernement sa ha fait. Yo sa mou tué. Et là say bagay flambeau ha fait. Da qui c'est pour ça dis bon l'audience. Et yo pas tué parler.
Okay.
So Alan Chasse n'est bien fait. Tout ça est bien fait. Moi bien cher lui de mon gars.
All right. Okay, Brad. Thank you very much. We're due for a commercial break now, I think. Let's take it. When we come back, more calls, and we'll be looking to read some of the messages as well.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene, vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosile Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosile.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
Why are you suffering from aches, pains and illnesses? When there's help for you. At Health Service Center, we offer a wide range of treatment that has been scientifically proven to help you with your aches, pains and illnesses. Our ICT machine is one of the most effective devices in the health field. It has shown positive results in many health problems, such as back pains, shoulder pains, migraine headaches, pain in the knees and legs, poor circulation, arthritis, diabetic neuropathy, numbness in the feet, strokes and sports injuries. ICT, repairs, rebuild. The power to heal, the future of pain relief.
Live streaming has become one of the best ways to connect the funeral of a loved one with friends and family, both local and international. NBC Television will live stream your funerals on television and Facebook at a reasonable rate. With our state-of-the-art equipment, you can be assured that the quality of your funeral will be to your satisfaction. Call our office now and book your obituary and streaming with us. 758-453-7458.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
The real this Monday, June 17th, 2024. We have a call on the line already. Good afternoon. You're on. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Shelton.
How are you doing?
Malawi. Malakagadi. Marigapekin. Mwadi. Mwepegadi. Kachili. Kosivwe. Kuti. Stress conference la. I'm sorry, the press conference. Ma vete. Ma just Dominic di on your power like Madi Halidi. Oh, Cornelia, you can't take this on. Move along. Timisiama de your question. This is Mr. John Tench. So if I did Mr. John Tench, words to the effect that based on what John Tench questioned him about, he does not have the answer to it. He didn't say that. I'm paraphrasing here. But then his response is, we have to be even more concerned about where is the money. Why is he now concerned about where money is? To me, they were supposed to have had a lockbox, right? Where is the lockbox? When the new government come in, did they find a lockbox? Did they even find a key for a box, let alone a lockbox? So now they're concerned about money. When they gave Maloney the $7 million to get vaccines that we already had, right? Were they concerned about money? The $24 million to send how you call it, budget? The word evades me now, but Sandals essentially got to keep $24 million of our money. Was they not concerned about money then? The value of the DSH lands, right? 1,000 acres. If it is a St. Lucian who was purchasing it or leasing it, it would have been year cost. And because it's a foreigner Mandarin type, looking fella, it was $2 per acre per year for 99 years. Aren't they concerned about those things? How now they're so concerned? I have a problem with my neighbor, like you said, my neighbor, and you want to come and get involved in it. You understand? We're not concerned about that. All right? And look at cricket. Wonderful cricket. Shelton, se bouk salafu. Ek nou sav sa. Yo pa ekwene nou. Nou sav sa tou. Ek yo mem sav sa. Se sak fe chasne ka ale an soleil show an suit. I say video. Bye-bye, then, Shelton.
Thank you very much. I will ask the question directly to Mr. Chasney. If you say there are so many unanswered questions pertaining to our CIP, Mr. Chasney, why don't you, as leader of the opposition, former prime minister, you have the right, you have the locus standi, go and put this in the parliament as questions to Minister Ernest Hilaire, seek information, write for it in your capacity as chairman of Public Accounts Committee, and failing those things, write to the CIP CEO McLeod and all of that. Then Mr. Chasney move to court to get injunctions and declarations. Why are you hiding or working behind Philip Martinez? We have a call on the line. Good afternoon. Real Issues. Hello.
Good afternoon. How do you do, sir?
Hi, how are you doing? Long time I haven't heard that voice.
Okay, correction. It's your show, but I run things.
All right, go ahead. I give way.
Alan never made a life. All what he has made is dead. So correction. That's the first correction.
Ahead.
Dead. He never made a life. You see anything Alan go out say makes sense?
Okay.
Alan is just like a crab that went into a hole, and people dug it from all directions, dug into all directions, and it's ambushed. Il a cochon en plan qui a de qui cochon met en cochon bali. Il passe à partir.
Nakuto we.
So
Nakuto.
So just quitter nom là, c'est ça ouest, c'est pour Ron Boucherie, quitter Ron Boucherie. Moi il y a un problème j'en sais ici. L'année c'est me gouvernement Allen buy chocolat hotel à Boaden Choisel. Yo te dit c'est pour planter cacao parce que yo passage en assez cacao pour faire business yo. Right now yo changer maître. Business ta changer maître. Yo même si yo te ba yo pour planter cacao pièce cacao pas planter, rien pas fait, mais yo ka vendre pas terrain parce que moi un membre de famille moi qui a check au terrain en dedans là. Et c'est comme ça, on l'autre monde on monde choisir qui donne information et que me voyer famille moi ai check mon terrain là. Il dit moi oui terrain ka vendre là. Moi voulais savoir si c'est acheter terre bois dedans. Et ben si c'est même condition qui yo ba yo et qui yo ka vendre.
Oui, because si you fait ça, l'année bagay yo ka di change of use of land. You supposé pour taper permission pour changer service terre. Because you pas de kay vendre ni ba yo a même pour ya kon agricultural land qui yo kay vendre ni ba yo kon housing development land. So là supposé ni on parole qui pour parler en ça, si ça ou ka di avoué.
Non, ba moi di bagay. Moi c'est tipines grand maison. On moun choisi qui couille moi. Yo souhaite di moi. Moi ça vous c'est pines grand maison. Moi ka couille moi ka la di bagay ba parce que moi c'est Jean choisi. Et qui dit moi ko ha. Yo jointe pour yo déploter cacao. Yo l'autre moun moi savent qui dit normalement aller dans place ça là. À dans meeting, moi couille moi dit ba moi on information là ça. Il dit moi oui ça vrai. Parce que yo de quand il fait meeting là, yo dit yo pas savent faire meeting là encore. Yo changer en main, yo changer maître. Mais moi pas demander à votre assis qu'avant, moi juste demander une question là ça parce que moi ça toujours de aller là. Il dit oui, yo changer maître.
Mais vous comprenez ça moi ka di ya, si gouvernement quand moun qui ka investi en pays yo vend terre à un certain prix puis sous dire c'est développement agricole ka fait pour ka planter cacao pour ça industrie chocolate qui on est. Et puis vous en est point à sou ka développer terre ça pour faire caille pour vendre terrain bay moun. À quoi dit pour moi ça ka sam qui ou jouer en coaching.
There you go. So, moi, nous avons un monde à la joie, maman. Yo pas demandé moi pour faire sigouer et puis. Moi, la joie, by public là, chercher ensemble qui ça y est, qui ça est si vrai, et si c'est ça y est, allez chercher le monnaie à finir parce que chasse les rabaille assez. Et chasse les pays, moi, ça y est. N'a du bout en bas maton, y'a n'a dit. Tout affaire ou fait cette ici, ou un homme morceau dit pour quoi. poche ou plein, chaque fois ça vous fait, chaque transaction vous fait, ou jeune l'eau. Nous voulons savoir, qu'est-ce que ça qui a vendre boisden choisi là, à sous qui condition, yo joigni, et qui condition, yo ka vendre.
Banon ti idea pour moun qui pas connaître. Là ni côté qui pour moi qui sous table pour ça planter certains bagailles. Kako nous savons là ni place, les places là toi sec ni toi vent toi exposé. À kako ces places là yo ka cultiver ça quoi dit moi même c'est place au ka ouais qui ont ti manière noire. Place là pas ou comprendre il pas toi exposé.
Manière dame.
Right comme ça. Est-ce qu'un lido ou comment nous avons place en wabot dans ces places là au kay ouais un souffle à côté y a l'ombrage c'est montagne là bagaille comme ça moi même bokay nous teni kako mais c'est pas tout partout kakoate dans une place côté à quoi dit ka hen l'ombrage côté qui foué est-ce que ouais boisden choisi ka ça mon place côté ou kay acheter ça pour ça faire habitation kako et puis peut-être moi pas changer ko boisden
Nous tout ça côté bois dernier parce que moi même pas Jean choisi ou si moi sorti choisi mais ma toi connaît choisi mais moi connaît bois dernier
OK est-ce bois dernier en lido ou ka sans mon place ou bon côté on moun kay vle mettre établi et kay ça établi exixé en habitation kako
moi acheter bois dernier pour monter projet kako
est-ce vrai
moi acheter foncer Jacques pour monter projet kako
et ça n'a dit
moi acheter l'espérance
oui
mais pas boisden
c'est ça moi taper qui drôle ou bon obligé c'est un monde qui passe ça café be pas taper bon conseil
non il te savent ça café comme yo gade les gens ouais c'est juste stupide qui là
so you dit from depuis commencement yo d'être ni leader après ça jouer en coaching
oui avec pas oublier les yo joindre là en bas condition avec Alan So who knows what happened?
Okay.
Parce que comme moi même dit, moi niveau qui a cherché plus d'informations là ça bon moi. Moi dit où si c'est mon bien dit moi c'est Jean kako pour kako yo te acheter parce que yo dit Alan yo ka acheter pour planter kako. Yo ka employer un chargeur choisi bla 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 boum that's it actuellement yo ka venir partir ouais
okay
all right je simplifie gardez pour lui
merci un peu
pas de problème
all right we continue taking your call 7 to 4 good afternoon to Mr. Victor Girard who said a caller at Zafen who said Alan is out of St. Lucia he will be back in October wow that's a long time out and he adds I reiterate the journalist should not attend the Flabo's press conferences as a form of protest the treatment of Tench. All right. Okay, that's the opinion of a former senior now retired civil servant, Mr. Victor Girard, one-time cabinet secretary, controller of customs, among other appointments that he's had in a very long and highly distinguished career in the civil service of St. Lucia. We have another call on the line. Good afternoon. Real Issues. Hello.
Good afternoon, the Honorable Shelton Daniel.
What's up? Belated Happy Father's Day greetings to you, man.
Likewise, my brother. Likewise. I hope you had a good day yesterday. I hope you had an enjoyable one.
Yes, indeed.
I know you have some sons that you are proud of, and we were very proud of Daddy yesterday to celebrate him.
Absolutely, and they were first out of the blocks. You know the athletes and painters first out of the blocks to contact me and to wish me Happy Father's Day.
That's it.
Yes.
Shelton, I don't think he's in St. Lucia because I do not know whether it was by mistake or by I don't know, but I got a few pictures of the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, but I want to be so generous to the man. I call him the Prime Minister. The former Prime Minister was in Canada or is in Canada because I saw the pictures that the person sent me. I think the person dropped about 18 pictures in my inbox of the Prime Minister in an activity.
Okay, that's the place where he belongs, eh?
Well, that's why he said he is a product of.
He's a product of, so he's in the right place.
Yes.
Do you think you can do anything to encourage him to just stay there?
Why, let me tell you, if I had my way, trust me, I would not just encourage him, but I would tie him down there. But you know, sometimes country itself has products that they don't want. They do not know what to do with it, you know, and sometimes they give it out. And, you know, unfortunately, we end up having that product. We didn't. I don't think we wanted it by choice, you know.
Yeah. But to stay out of St. Lucia when you're leader of the opposition until October, if what I'm hearing is true, that's a very long time, you know. Maybe he's wanting to stay there so he can help to influence the outcome of the U.S. elections, because U.S. elections will be the following month, right? Early November,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Oh Lord,
but let me tell you, for somebody who has two strong cases going on in St. Lucia, one, the CIP, two, the cricket ground, two strong cases you just put out. You know, these are major arguments that you should really be behind. You should be the person really behind it, because they are out and you're hopping on them. Why you leave them and go for who you leave them?
Yeah, I tell you, boy. Yeah, I tell you.
For who you leave them?
Yeah, these are good questions, because he probably realizes that he's coming up craps on both of them.
Man, we need our reporters to be there with you to question, to find information for the people that our game, we're not on top of our game. We ain't ready for it yet.
Yeah.
You know, the CIP is crashing down on St. Lucia, and people might be going to jail, and you just disappear just like that. You're going to spend a few months in Canada, or you already jump on a plane, you know, and the people I saw you with somebody whom you don't like to hear her name or mention her name, you know, and then another Molly Moreland and some, you know. Are these the people that deserve the good time? What, St. Lucia don't deserve the good time? You know, we're not in your class or what?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Shelton,
exactly. These are good questions.
Yeah, last night I was watching the game played in St. Vincent, and the commentators just cannot seem to stop speaking about St. Lucia and the grounds. And it's not just the grounds that they were talking to, you know, Shelton. They're not just the grounds they're talking about, you know. They were also talking about the beauty, and to hear the commentator talking about, man, you really want to relax in that cricket. You really want to enjoy that cricket. The beauty of the island of St. Lucia is where you should be. It's not even just the grounds. You know, I think Bishop said the West Coast is the place that you need to be right now.
In other words, St. Lucia is the bum.
Shelton, for 1 minute, I said to myself, but why didn't they just host the whole World Cup in St. Lucia?
Yeah, I tell you. You know, but there's a fellow out there telling the world that we're not ready. This thing will be chaos, you know. Oh, they're doing everything last minute. Look at them, they're not ready yet. I tell you. So he was going to Canada. So the last thing he'd do is to try to throw another monkey wrench, you know. Après, monsieur doit try gêner la vie nous en cette liste où ça. C'est ça qu'il a try
faire. Gêner la vie nous. Try prevent. Massage joine ça mon vle, massage joine ni, un péché j'autre joine. You know. Man, Shelton, anyway, the other thing I wanted to tell you about Shelton, speak to your partner, Miguel. Speak to your partner. He is my friend, but tell him to grow some height. It all short. Okay? Because this news story passing over his head.
Let me tell you something. I delivering that message for you. You know, you'll have to deliver it yourself. Okay?
Let me tell you, my partner ain't nothing on me. He don't have nothing. He can't tell me nothing.
Nickname nom c'est Boutou, vous savez.
Boutou.
Là, mi se kay swing on Boutou botte tout là, ma ka apporter pièce commission next thing, c'est moi qui prend ça. Boutou pas dos min koutou ça, Boutou min non Boutou. So là, mi se kay tirer pour Boutou.
Qui Boutou ya, si c'est ça qui coûte là, eh bien c'est ça, c'est police là de chaya. Si c'est ça police là de chaya, ça dangerous ça.
All right. So vous voulez pour pièce ça secteur là, pas ba commission bali, I you même. Merci un peu, nous va parler encore. All right, I'm getting a call from Peter the Great in Canada. Hi, Peter. How are you doing?
Hey, Shelton. Good afternoon, Lucia.
Yes, man. What's up?
Yes. Shelton. You can imagine, I wanted to go and see Shasni and Guy and Prudent, but you know, I ended up getting a cold.
Okay.
For a change of weather, I could not really make it. But when I look and see, and when friends of mine tell me, well, they had to put them fellas in the place. One call me and tell me they had to put them in the place. You know, because how they treat St. Lucia and how you want to come overseas in Canada where you're born. And then do do some kind of stupidness with yourself.
Right.
But Sheldon, I heard it's 100 people that are there, and there's a place there where we normally go and have like a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
For guys, we always get. As a matter of fact, we open that thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, okay, well, we go out there and have a little gathering as a family day and stuff like that. Like, come and enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, that Shasney and them end up being there. I'm thinking, well, is there people that's there? Because looking at some videos that they show on, I see more Labour supporters.
Okay.
That was there that day, people enjoying themselves. And who showing up? Guy Joseph, Minerva Ward, Alan Shasney, and them. And so, when an event like that is going on, you come inside it. Tell them, hey, Shasney and stuff like Shasney and stuff. But it's nothing to say, well, it's big. That was not big. And the reason they came, because they say they had a 50 years of celebration. They had 100 persons out there.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah,
100 persons.
60th anniversary of UWP. I also think this year is Shasney's 60th year. I think he was born in 1964 too.
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
So that big flare and stuff like that, that ain't making no sense.
Okay.
Shasney is out of government, and he'll continue staying out. And you see, with St. Lucia and the CIP money that they refuse to say where you go, and they cannot give an account of it. I think that's the money that they use to go and do what they have to do.
Yeah,
that's what that's going on there.
They're trying to flip it on the SLP. Let me tell you something. You see that call you get as soon as Shasney hit Canada? I can explain it to you. Ordinary flu is called influenza. But I think you should have heard about rich kids. They're born with such a golden spoon in their mouth. They never had to sweat or struggle for anything. They have carte blanche to spend their father's money wild as they want. When father get tired of them, they're powering from Jamaica and so on, give them the right to spend Jamaica money. Then finally they realize he's spending at a rate faster than they can indulge him. So the two of them, the father and the Jamaican power, they combine to insert him, to thrust him on the people in the politics of St. Lucia, so he could eat the treasury of St. Lucia's money. This is what you call affluenza. It's not influenza. It's flu, It's a type of flu, but it's called affluenza.
It's an affluenza.
Yes, because they're so affluent.
Influencing the people.
Right, they're so affluent, They have no compassion, no empathy for people, so they can do all the most insensitive, callous, things to people and so on to make people's life worse, and they believe that is what they're doing. So I think what has happened is that the affluenza virus and its lack of empathy for people like you has hit you. He's in Canada now. Not only a lot of other people must be getting sick, especially people with St. Lucia connections. This affluenza, no empathy, no compassion, no sensitivity kid and so on, who after he has done so much damage to the country, still trying to monkey wrench it with propaganda. That's what's affecting you. So all I will tell you, brother, as a St. Lucian, I'm sure you know of medicines and so on. Take your medicine. We heard talk about Boaden. Drink your DT Boaden, the dry leaves that you have stored that they send to you and all different things. And you should be okay, all right? Okay, bros.
I'm okay, sir.
All right. Thank you. We'll talk again. Yeah?
You have a nice afternoon and then blessings, man. St. Lucia have to be doing well.
All right. Good.
And our great Prime Minister.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, where are we now on the clock? Oh my goodness, it's 2 o'clock already. Oh, Jaquan, where did the time go? I was hoping for some more calls. We had one coming on the line, but I was on with Peter the Great. Miguel must have been calling, That must have been Miguel calling to answer his head about the Bluetooth that, he might swing at Bernard's head and this kind of thing, But anyway, Miguel, hang fire for now until I can intervene and, properly, bring you two fellas to some kind of better understanding. Let me see if that's Miguel. If we don't have the lotto coming in yet, let's see if we can squeeze in one final call. Hi caller, good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. We have to make it tighter because the lotto might come in at any moment. Go ahead.
Mr. Daniel, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Mr. Daniel, you don't think we as the nation have a big part to play for us to get better service than the members we put in the house on both sides?
Better service.
I don't want solutions to make me understand that they have not understood what sort of a human being Alan Shasney is. Up to the last week or so, they had a convention somewhere. And he still speaks as though he still have the intentions to create a crime. I was listening, and Montu quickly take the mic to try and polish it.
Okay.
You know, I mean, what is wrong with us in this country? I have nothing against UCWP.
Okay, my friend, the lotto is coming now. We really have to run. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate your contribution.
067. Big for multi-X FP. Pick 2 96. Pick 2 multi-X 2X. 1 off 619. Lucky 3 411. Lucky 3 multi-X 2X.
Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday.